Let's go. Hold up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What's up, everyone? What's up, brothers? You guys know that other YouTuber that does that? I'm gonna change the name here. Hold up a second, guys. Wait a second. How's everyone getting on today, guys? Who's this guy? County Gaines doing 2 live streams in a day. How crazy is this guy? This guy's badass, guys. 2 live streams in a day. Not only doing 1 live stream, 2 live streams in a day, guys. Come on. Who does that on YouTube? Nobody. That's who. Alright, nobody except County Flippin' Gaines, baby. Alright, let's go, man. Monetization on. Alright. I hope you guys enjoy these live streams as much as I do, because I flippin' love them, guys. Let's go, man. Today we're going to be talking about an absolute travesty, okay? And, bro, wait till I get into this one, guys. This one's going to blow you guys' mind, bro. Seriously. So, SPHE teacher, whistleblower. Massive news story just came out, guys. Crazy. So, 1 minute ago, absolutely wild, guys. This one's going to blow you guys away, man. So, whistleblower is coming out now in Ireland to talk about how basically what happens in the classroom stays in the classroom, guys. Scary stuff. Okay, people being indoctrinated, psychological missions, psychological operations to brainwash your kids. Straight up, that's how it is, guys. Okay, nowadays in 2024. But anyways, we're going to be reporting on that one. I have a few other videos as well. Elon Musk at Trump rally in Butler. Okay, so I might actually add that to the live stream name. Hold on a sec, guys. If we get time, which we will get time, guys, because I will make time. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Because I wanna have a nice chill night with you guys tonight. You know what I'm saying? Sunday night, I try and live stream like every single day, guys, because hey, if you're not helping out with the world with your platform, guys, bro, then you know you are actually doing a big misfortune to the society in general, guys. You know, you should be helping out the world. You know, when I see these big TikTokers and Instagrammers, and there's not really many YouTubers in Ireland, but when I see these big TikTokers and you know, Twitter space guys that aren't helping out the government, bro, that aren't helping out the people, bro, it sucks. It's terrible to see, guys. You know, I want to see people actually helping out the flipping people themselves. So this one should be very interesting, guys. Let's get straight into it, bro. Okay, let's get straight into it. Hold up. How many people we got, chat? 2 people watching. Let's go, guys. All right, leave in the comments down below what you guys want me to react to next. About to hit 100K, guys. About to hit 100K. All right, 19-inch arms with 100K subscribers. Let's go, guys. Hopefully this one. Let me just see, does it work?
Hi, this is Jana London from the Natural Women's Council. We're about to hear from a teacher who's come forward as a whistleblower to expose the level of corruption and colonization happening in the Irish school system. Following this interview, she conscientiously resigned from her post as SPHE teacher and coordinator.
Resigned.
Every parent and adult in this country needs to hear what she has to say.
Damn. This is serious, guys. When you hear an American accent in Ireland, that's serious shit going down, guys. We're like, so who's this lady? She's like from Canada or from the US or something. Wait, hold on a second. That's Galway. What the hell is going on? I didn't even recognize it there for a second. Bro, we're home, baby. Oh my God, we're home. We're home. Much love to Galway, my beautiful people of Galway. You can see my beautiful women and men of Ireland, okay, of Galway in the background there. I didn't even know this. So this is happening in Galway. Oh my God, bro, that's my hometown right there. Oh, this is Shop Street, so she's on Shop Street. I actually think I recognize this lady from somewhere. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get into this one. For those who don't know, this has 400,000 views, so that's a lot of views, guys. Crazy. Let's hear. I don't know. I'm going into this kind of fresh. I saw a lot of other people reacting to this one, and I can't remember. Oh, Baron Strawberry. So shout out to him and a bunch of other people, guys. Like 3 other people I saw reacting to this on YouTube, but also on Twitter. So let's hear what they have to say, guys. Because obviously there's a lot of. I used to do SPHE in school, and I used to think it was the biggest load of bollocks. I used to think that they're not teaching us anything at all. But nowadays it must be more like, you know, more of a psyop, more of a flipping sort of operation going on.
SPHE teacher and coordinator. Every parent and adult in this country needs to hear what she has to say.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. Natural Women's Council.
Mary, I know it took a lot for you to come here today, and thank you for coming forward to tell us the truth about what's happening in the education system here in Ireland. Before we start, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for over 30 years. My degree subjects would have been in geography and business. I have been teaching social, personal and health education. And in 2018, I started to coordinate the SPHE program in schools.
And why did you want to do this interview today? What was it that upset you on this DCU course?
I actually went on the DCU training course. It was a course set out to actually train up social, personal and health education teachers so that they'd be able to deliver the new SPHE specification that was being rolled out into schools in September 23.
Oh, here we go. This year, guys. September 2024, September 23rd though. So it's October 6th today. So it's a few days ago. It's like last week basically. This new SPHE education system was rolled out. Here we go. Horrified. She was horrified. Oh my God.
I actually did this course and I was just horrified by some of the resources that were being used, the teaching methods that were being used. And I feel that they were totally inappropriate. And if teachers deliver these teaching methods and resources in the manner that DCU were asking us to, there's going to be a lot of very upset children, anxious children, distressed children. And I would even say that many of these resources and teaching methods were in breach of the Children's First Act 2015. And I'm here today to call out Minister Norma Foley and ask her to shut down this programme because it is not fit for purpose. I'm so upset about it and I feel this is a good platform to get this information out to teachers, to principals and most importantly to parents, to let them see exactly what is going to be going on in the SPHE classroom.
Okay, and can you tell us about the training that you received in DCU regarding the teaching of this new curriculum? What was...
So she went to go learn in DCU, which is a college, okay? You go to learn at, okay, like for anyone that's watching overseas, it's like university, okay? College, university, third level education. And she's gone to see what the SPHE curriculum is like for 2024, basically, okay? Because it's an updated version, okay? Because, I mean, I went to school, 2013, 2015, 2009 to 2013, that's when I went to secondary school. So, and primary school, a little bit younger, of course, just subtract like 5 years from that as well. So that's when I went to school. So that's quite a long time ago, guys. 2013, I mean, that is 10 years ago. So there's an updated version now, this 10 years past. So this is going to be wild.
Was so shocking, and what do you feel may have violated the Children First Act?
One of the lecturers showed us a video on masturbation. It was an animated female cartoon figure demonstrating masturbation. In another instance, we saw a sex map where we had heterosexual and homosexual couples engaging in anal sex, vaginal sex, oral sex, and carrying out other sexual activities with partners or on their own. We were shown research papers in the Padlet, one in particular by Kate Dawson. The research paper related to it's okay to watch porn. And what they're trying...
Yeah, it definitely isn't, guys. Like I said from the beginning, this is PSYOP, guys. This is like... We call it... I'm going to go a little bit higher for you guys. We call this... what the hell was the word I was thinking of there? Demoralization. That's what it is, guys. They're using this to demoralize the public, okay? And for those who don't know, man, look into that a little bit more, man. They're using a lot of these tactics, porno and shit, you know, just dumb shit, right? Pushing it to the average people, to kids now, of course, you know what I mean? It's like trying to take the innocence away from children and stuff like that, guys. It's really, really sick mentality. But what it is, guys, is demoralization of the public. You know, they're trying to demoralize the public, man. That's what it is, like, at a basic level, right?
To do is they're trying to encourage children to become critical thinkers in relation to porn. So we were actually given one exercise whereby we got something like, say, 30 statements, very sexual statements. Statements like, an orgasm can take place under 10 minutes. It's okay to have sex with many partners. Very explicit statements, and we were asked to actually group these statements according to real life or porn life, both or neither. So we had to categorize them into three columns. And look, to me, I just said, if teachers were to mirror this in their classroom, you're asking children, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, to actually form, first of all, to understand what an orgasm is, and then to form an opinion on it, and to discuss it with people in their group, and to categorize it then into different columns.
I remember in school, bro, if I can remember back to when I was like 12, they gave us, no, I was 11, they gave us like this VCR tape. This shit was crazy. They gave us like this VCR tape that wasn't explicit whatsoever. It was like this like Irish lad, or it was like a British lad or whatever, and they had to take the tape home and go watch the tape with your parents. So it was kind of involving your parents, making sure nothing explicit was taking place. Now it's like they're kind of bringing it to the classroom. They're kind of trying to make people like all, you know, it's brainwashing, guys. This is just straight brainwashing, in my opinion.
And to me, that would cause a lot of harm, upset. It's totally not age appropriate.
So this particular activity relating to porn would be assuming that children watch porn, and you had mentioned that Dr. Kate Dawson had specified that it's okay, or there's such a thing as ethical porn.
In her research paper, that shows that, yeah, that it is okay to watch porn. And would you believe, in 2019, Kate Dawson, who's one of the NUIG sex educators, she actually set up porn literacy workshops under the WISER programme, the West of Ireland Sex Education Resource Programme, in conjunction with the HSE. And she went into schools and she actually got a porn alphabet. She co-produced a porn alphabet with students. When parents found out about it, they were horrified, and the whole workshop was actually closed down, and rightly so. So this is actually what they're trying to bring into the schools. They're trying to bring in this porn literacy, where ethical porn, where it's okay to watch porn, and also where we're given a critique.
Like I say, guys, it's not good for your mental health and stuff like that, guys. Like, everyone knows, you know, it's not great for your mental health. The thing is, guys, like I said, it's like a demoralization of the flipping public. You know, it's just, it's terrible.
When we were actually picking a resource in relation to porn, that it should be, say, co-produced, it should be inclusive, it should be rights-based, it should be creative, it should be holistic. So it sounds to me too that actually, those words could actually be, say, the critique for maybe a possible CBA, a classroom-based assessment that teachers actually could do in the classroom.
What?
And this is actually on the junior cert specification. The teachers have now the authority to teach about porn.
And I suppose you have to teach about like dangers of stuff like that in a way, but shouldn't that be like left up to your parents to teach that kind of stuff? I don't know, guys. It's a very weird one. Like this is just like very odd. I'm not going to watch this whole video. I'm going to go on to Elon Musk and Donald Trump and some other things. I just wanted to see what the hell was going on, because I didn't even know. I heard this blew up on Twitter, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I had to like react to it. I was like, what the hell? This is so odd. You know what I mean?
Because it's on the junior cert specification. It's learning outcome 3.10, the influence of online porn. And I know pornography is an issue with children.
Yeah.
But it's not a precautionary approach that is being implemented by DCU. It's an ethical approach. It's an approach where it's saying it's okay to watch porn.
Yeah, and this is the thing, guys, it's not, guys. And we won't get too deep into the whole theories and stuff, but like the whole thing is, guys, like I'm saying from the beginning, like this whole demoralization of the public, like trying to make people feel like, you know, you're not good enough, like you need to look like Instagram people, you need to be like looking like the people on these videos. You need to be having fun like these people on videos, and just shit like that, guys. Very very immoral, you know. And they push this stuff on purpose, guys. And people, and we won't, like I said, won't go too deep into the rabbit hole of that, guys. But certain, you know, let's say people push this sort of stuff, guys. You can do your own research on that, but it's horrendous, man.
And Mary, that's quite shocking to hear that someone would think pornography and watching porn is okay for children, given some of the focus
That's
on,
wild,
we've
bro.
seen on the news, removing their mobile phones and getting them off social media. So did they explain why they felt that there's such a thing as ethical porn? What was your interpretation of why porn might be okay for children?
Well, look, the porn industry, it's
What
an
is she
industry.
talking about?
Okay, there's
Wild.
loads of opportunities in which they can actually stop porn going into onto children's phones.
Yeah, you can just get like a blocker on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the big deal is. Like, they're like, we have to teach everyone about it. It's like, no, you don't. Just get like blockers, and like you can also like block people's like IP addresses to certain locations. Like, you can't watch that crazy shit in China, the Middle East, you know, and stuff like that. No, I know they get IP things, but like kids aren't going to do that, guys. Like 13, 14, like it's just a rigmarole, you know. And you'll see it. You'll see like the apps and stuff that they're using to, you know, like there's ways to prevent that, guys. You don't have to be like teaching all about it. It's very like I said, immoral. It's crazy.
I think Roland Mullins there very recently was actually trying to get a bill through whereby they put some kind of an age application on accessing porn. How many people supported that bill? Like, it can be done. They were doing something over with the French government as well. The French government were trying to do something, and they succeeded in actually stopping porn from going on to children's phones. It's actually an industry, and teachers are actually going to become puppets for that industry, and it's going to give children a very skewed version of sexuality education.
Yeah, I agree, guys. Like, I agree completely. It's weird now, man. Like, I watch so many of these, like, I was just saying, yesterday to my girl, man, I watch so many of these whatever, podcasts, and, like, on these whatever podcasts, you know, it's, like, the biggest podcast, it's, like, based out of, like, Miami or whatever, it's on YouTube, you know, and this guy from whatever does these podcasts, and it's, like, talking about, like, women and, like, how many, like, guys are slept with, and it's just really, really, like, they're like pushing just complete degeneracy, which, yeah, people want to have fun, okay, sleep around with people, but like this kind of like complete like everyone should be doing that type of thing, you know what I mean? When it's like clearly like not great for society, you know what I mean? Like, to a certain level, yeah, people want to sleep around, but it's like, dude, like, when does that sort of level become like just insane, dude? Like, it's just, yeah, this is just wild.
This is not sexuality.
And in terms of just talking about for kids, like, it's completely not right, guys. Like, you know, because you don't want to teach people young to, when they get to a certain level, like, you should have that innocence about you as a kid. Like, that's one of the things that the Romans said. I believe, I don't know, was it Aristotle? Some famous philosopher said, like, the hallmark of a good society is how innocent you can stay throughout your whole life. You know, not seeing people drinking, not seeing people smoking, not seeing people do degenerative shit, right, on the internet, probably. So, like, you know, when you keep the innocence, that's why we have, like, Santa Claus. That's why we have, like, the tooth fairy and shit, you know, stupid shit like that. But what that stupid shit does is it, like, keeps kids innocent and stuff, and that's what you should be looking for in a society. You don't want, you know, 15-year-olds knowing about the crazy shit that's going on. Like, you know, I know to a certain point you learn, but, like, dude, shouldn't be getting younger and younger. Like, that shouldn't be happening, you know what I mean?
Education.
And what did the lecturer explain the rationale to saying that porn is okay for children? Did they explain the why behind the ethical porn?
It was based on the research papers, and like Kate Dawson is part of this NUIG, the sex educators team, and another person who is part of that NUIG team is actually Siobhan O'Higgins, and Siobhan O'Higgins had.
Galway's just gone to shit, guys. Dude, I love Galway and shit, but like, Galway's just, bro, my hometown, man, it's just gone to shit, bro. Like, who are all these people, bro? Like, it's always like paying people to like indoctrinate people, you know what I mean? It's just a bit weird. It's like, bro, come on, like, do we need this? Like, no, you know?
A seat on the NCCA curriculum body that devised the new junior cycle. So I call out to her as well to say that this is not appropriate. And parents, I think, would be very upset. And you can see now why students are not being allowed to bring in their phones into the classroom, because there will be an issue students will record what's going on.
And so you talked about the activity or the video on masturbation, and you talked about the porn. Were there any other activities on the DCU course that were very uncomfortable or maybe breached the child safeguarding?
There was loads of activities. I'll just mention one. There was one where we were given all these arts and crafts resources,
Lord.
and we actually had to create the male and female genitals and sexual organs out of, say, Play-Doh and all other little bits of arts and crafts that were on the table, and we did it in group work. And again, to mirror this activity in the classroom. And I actually was, I don't know, I felt so uncomfortable about doing it. It's kinesthetic learning. You learn by doing, you learn by discussing. Somebody in the group would research, so they'd have to know all the parts, they'd have to label it out. But look, the age appropriateness just wasn't there, and even another teacher on the course was actually quite sickened and disgusted about this particular activity, because it took a full, say, 30 minutes to actually get the products, the sexual organs actually made, and it was a treat, like how big or how small do you make the penis, like the discussion around that. Is it an erect penis? Or is it a limp penis?
Yo, this has got to be like a troll. This is actually real life, guys. Could you imagine?
Discussion around that. So yeah, I felt that was just very inappropriate.
And what other topics on the DCU course, in addition to masturbation, porn, and sculpting sexual genitalia, was there any other?
On our last day, we had.
It's like on the last day, everyone just has to start fucking or some weirdo shit. Like, what are they gonna, like, where's the ultimate in this? You know what I mean? Like, where's the like the logical sort of end to this? Like, do you know what I mean? It's just, bro, this is fucking wild.
E.J. Reynolds from Wales.
E.J. Reynolds.
Come visit us on campus, and E.J. Reynolds, along with Esther McGeaney, were discussing how children could actually convey relationships and sexuality through artwork.
What?
And you see, with SPHE, there's going to be an assessment. It's called a classroom-based assessment, and they were just looking at
how are you supposed to assess that sort of stuff? Like,
at opportunities whereby looking at ideas as to how people could present the CBA assessments. So we got to see a video of work that was done in Wales. Oh my God, Lord. The room just went so quiet, because what we actually saw was actually just, to me, it was just horrendous.
Tell us what you saw.
It was actually satanic, if I can use that word.
Jesus. Bro, I'm telling you, this shit's gonna get dark, guys. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna get dark. It is satanic, guys. When you take the innocence appeal, when you do wrong ethical things, when you're constantly screwing people over, when you're constantly just trying to demoralize the public, and we'll talk about that at the end a little bit more. This is demonic, guys. What did she call it? Satanic? Yeah, bro, it's wild. Well, let's hear what she got to say.
Actually, pictures of somebody's artwork whereby there was this scissors image just about to cut the top of a clay penis, and that clay penis was modelled out. There was another instance of where there was a young girl, I'd say no more than 7 or 8, that actually had a mask on her, and she was placing another mask with horns up on the wall. And I just felt this was very subhuman. I think there was actually a wording in in part of the video where what the creativity that can come out of an SPHE curriculum or an SPHE class in relation to the art and crafts aspect of it is that it is subhuman, and that just nobody actually commented. We went very quiet.
And you said the room went very quiet. How many teachers were on this course?
There was 34 teachers on it, and we were just stunned. We were absolutely stunned. Now, some of the art teachers, spoke up, and they talked about how they could actually use the art and crafts to actually guide children towards their CBAs, their classroom-based assessments. But what we were shown, it was it was serious stuff. Serious stuff.
And did you, Mary, or any of your peer teachers flag any concerns to the lecturer?
I couldn't comment on this. Now, normally I was quite good to flag things and put my hand up and talk about it and raise an issue, but I was actually I was so sickened, and I couldn't respond. I said, I'm not speaking here, because I could feel the coldness in the room. I could even feel the evil in the room.
I believe her.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out of there. And I know I discussed it with another teacher afterwards, and actually 2 other teachers, and we just all felt the same, that it was, whoa, this is way, way out of order. In relation to other stuff, we were taught then how to actually answer explicit questions, like how to manage those type of questions. If students ask us questions now,
how do dudes have sex? Like, come on, bro. What's a dental dam? What is that? Bro, listen, I don't even know what half this shit is, guys. You guys lose me on this stuff.
If they ask us questions like, what is a chest binder?
What's a chest binder?
That was one of the questions that they threw out. What is an orgasm?
How do two guys have sex? What's the best advice on giving head? Bro, why is it saying giving head? That's like a porno type of term. Oh, bro.
How do 2 men and 2 women have sex? What is anal sex? How does one give head? And the direction from DCU in relation to this was to keep the information brief and frank. And now I have an issue with that, because there was no moral guidance. There was no direction as regards the morality.
And if I can jump in where you said
this is immoral.
When you answer the question of a student who might be asking about things like giving head or anal sex, and they responded to be brief, did they give you any examples of how to answer a student specifically to that student?
Yes, they actually did it as an activity then on campus another day, where you just give factual information. You don't give your opinion. You just give them the information. Now, teachers are acting as loco parentis, so we're acting on behalf of the parents. And if a child was to ask their parent, what is a chest binder, that would actually say...
What's that? Like a bra? Is that what that is? Is that another? I'm going to Google that.
Alarm bells for a parent, that why are they even asking about chest binders? And that to me would be a safeguarding issue. But there was no mention, the whole area about how explicit questions were to be answered.
What the fuck is a chest binder? Hold up. Is wrapping something around your chest to flatten your breasts. What, so you can become a guy, is it? Oh, bruh. It's wild, bro.
There was no mention of how they should be dealt with properly in relation to managing the questions in such a way that if it is a safeguarding issue, that it actually be reported, and you bring in the parent and you discuss it with the parent, saying, look, your child is asking about chest binders. Can you, we need to discuss this. Why is this happening? You know, what thoughts have they in their head?
Hey, DCU, retard squad. Quit doing dumb shit.
In relation to that. So there was none of that. It was you just give them the information and that's it. And I just have a big issue with that.
Anything else that you want to say about those activities before we move on?
Yeah, they're weird as fuck, and you shouldn't be condoning any of that bullshit. Retard squad.
There was another activity where we actually had to rank words according to a scale as to whether they were sexual or intimate.
Man.
And they actually introduced words. They gave us words.
Hold on, bro, I ain't even reading some of these, bro. First of all, YouTube's gonna flag this video, so I apologize in advance, YouTube. I'm not trying to get flipping banned or nothing. I'm just reacting to the video. Sexting. That's like, sending nudes and shit. Which I've never done, actually. Guys, you should never send nudes, man, because they're on the internet forever. Cyber sex, phone sex. I mean, this is obviously outdated. Nobody rings each other and like, baby, what you wearing? That's from like the 1990s, guys. All right. Mutual masturbation. I don't even know what that is. Having a feel, watching porn. They're just trying to push porno, guys, because it's immoral and it just demoralizes the city populace, guys.
They give us about 30, 40 words to rank into 2 columns. They were sexual or they were intimate, or they could be a bit of both. And they actually had words such as rimming. They had words such as fisting.
I'm clicking off after this because YouTube's going to ban me.
Masturbation. And again, the SPHE specification is given the authority to teachers to mirror this exercise in the classroom, because
how are they supposed to how are they supposed to mimic fisting? Bro, what is going on, man?
The definition for sexual activity in the SPHE curriculum is that it's the fondling, the kissing, and it's sexual intercourse in all its forms.
So just to back up a minute, so if I understand it correctly, the teacher would give 30 different words to the age 12 to 15 class, such as the rimming and the fisting and the anal sex, and the class,
what are they
those children would have to rate them sexual or intimate, those 30 different words that you shared with us.
Isn't that just shocking? Isn't that just shocking? Like, not everybody knows what rimming is. Not everybody knows what fisting is.
Bro, come on. Fisting? Really? What are we talking about here, bro?
But this is inclusive education. This is inclusive education, where we are now teaching about rimming and fisting, and no mention of the safeguarding implications as a result of that activity. And fisting,
they're on some weirdo shit, guys. We'll talk about it after, man.
Is placing a fist up the anus of a person, and that's anal fisting, or up the vagina of a person. That's called vaginal fisting.
And this is the thing, guys. Now, I'm not saying people don't do this kind of stuff, but this is again like the pornographic world, guys. This is like part of the this whole sort of like industry type of stuff, guys, in California, all this type of stuff, guys. This isn't like real life type of shit, guys. You know what I mean? Like, people in real life don't do this shit. This is like made up by the internet. You know what I mean? So,
it sounds like the teachers got quite a lesson on the DCU course.
Well, yeah, I didn't actually know what fisting was, and I didn't know what rimming was. Rimming then is all part of the oral sex, where you're getting the anus ready. It's the licking and the licking and the kissing.
Bro, I apologize for laughing, but they're teaching kids this shit. Oh shit, man! This world is cooked. Society is cooked. 2024 is it's cooked. Especially Ireland, guys. They're teaching this shit in Galway. This lady actually resigned from her position at work because of this shit. Come on, I don't blame her.
Of the anus.
Whack.
This is all very graphic and highly sexual material. Was
crazy.
Anything about gender identity discussed on the DCU
Never.
course?
We never had a formal discussion on gender identity. Never. It was assumed that everybody totally agreed and believed in gender identity. There was no room whatsoever for gender critical opinions. Now, 1 or 2 conversations broke out amongst teachers and actually got very heated at times. But I just, this really, really got to me, because they were talking about the importance of actually having debate around healthy food.
Yeah.
Or
why isn't, and I'll probably end it here, I'll go on to the next video, but why is it not that we're not trying to admire firefighters and police people, the guards, teaching kids to be like, wanting to be a paramedic and helping people and joining the military to help society, not fight foreign wars, but help society and try and build up society together and be a strong society. I'm sick of the demoralization, guys. That's what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to make everyone feel upset, sad. They're pushing this stuff. Why don't they promote gym culture in the SPHE class? Gym bros. Have a gym guy come in, show the kids how to get jacked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the shit that they should be teaching kids, guys. None of this weirdo dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's just, bro, fitness. Athletics. That's what they should be teaching at that age, guys. This is crazy stuff. I don't think I was ever taught about sports ever in my life. Ever. Not even in PE class. So, SPHE should be used for the first, what is it? SP, social, P is physical, isn't it? Social, physical education. So they're teaching people, don't eat Twinkies, don't eat flipping Cocoa Puffs for breakfast, don't eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast, like I do before a workout. Like, don't eat all this really unhealthy shit, you know what I mean? What happened to those? What happened to that, guys? This is crazy.
The importance about having debate around alcohol and substance use, but they would never have a debate around gender identity.
Oh, gee.
And they were afraid, some of the teachers were saying that they were afraid actually to have a debate around healthy food and healthy eating because you could upset children who might have anorexia.
Good. You should, guys. If they're that's perfectly fine to not upset these kids about fisting, but it's not okay to tell your kids, hey, little Charlie, put down the flippin' chocolate brioche bun. You know what I mean? Like, bro, they don't mind upsetting the kids about crazy sexual stuff, but oh no, we can't talk about not eating flippin'. You know what I mean? Have a banana for lunch, like instead of the goddamn, cinnamon toast crunch, like, or whatever. What's my favorite cereal? Bran Crunch or whatever. Like, have oats for breakfast. Like, no, or don't drink too much. Don't smoke weed. Too much. Don't do any of these substances. Don't take flipping drugs, cocaine and shit. As you get older, you'll be peer pressured into it. Be a strong, resilient person. No, we're gonna upset the anorexics. What a load of bollocks, man. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
And one teacher did comment, all right, about, well, should we not be discussing gender dysphoria? And but it was just completely affirmation all the time. And in the NCCA guidelines given by the Department of Education, in the classroom, bring it back to the classroom, if a child does show any discomfort in their gender, that a teacher actually has to affirm it. What? We allow children to form their identities in environments of affirmation.
We're cooked. We're
and
done.
Did pronouns or anything like that come up on the course?
Lord.
I know on the...
Bro, here we go. Pronouns is just a troll. That's not even a thing. Hold on a second. Let me get this light on, bro. Because we're about to go dark. We're about to go dark mode on this thing. Switch the light on. Alright, we're back to it, ladies and gentlemen.
IDA course. On the IDA in-service course that I attended last May, the 2-day in-service, we were asked actually to introduce ourselves to our students using our personal pronouns, and I totally objected to that.
And stop right there for a second. You objected to that, and what was the lecturer's response, or the EJA?
I said to her, can you actually give me an example of actually how we introduce ourselves to using our pronouns? So she gave me the example. She said her name, and then she said she, her. I said, that is actually crazy stuff. I said, you cannot expect teachers to actually believe. I said, this is an ideology. I said, a lot of people don't believe in this. And the importance of being inclusive was stressed then, that to be inclusive, to have an inclusive classroom, that you actually, you need to introduce yourself using your personal pronouns.
Oh no! Pronouns have entered Ireland. Oh no! Society is done. Society is good. Oh Lord. No, I was like waiting for that day that we'd flipping, bro. I was waiting for the day in Ireland we would succumb to the stupid woke bullshit that we adopt from the USA. Why can't we adopt from the USA like healthy, like gym culture and like, like I don't know, like progressive thinking in terms of like, I don't know, like mechanical engineering and like building NASA spacecraft and stuff. No, we have to adopt the worst of the society. Oh my days. Pronouns, bro. My pronouns are... bro. I'm not even going to say it, guys. My pronouns are just retard squad. These people are just absolute morons. This is ridiculous.
So where is this coming from and why?
Well, on the DCU course, we got a huge amount of information on a man called Paulo Freire, a Marxist.
Oh, here we go. I've actually heard of this guy before. He's from northeast Brazil, and odd for Brazilian people are actually really based, actually. And I love all my Brazilian people that I know in Ireland. Much love to my Brazilian friends. They're actually a lot of based people, guys. This guy was like an outlier, and I wouldn't be listening to any of these guys from the 1920s and shit, or 1980s. Still, this guy is 1920. It's like, come on, dude, it's crazy. Secretary of Education, and that's manipulative, of course.
Dr. Jones Irwin was discussing his philosophies of education, whereby he stated that politics and education go hand in hand. And we, as for a case study, we actually had to look at our own schools and look at where these Paulo Freire's this Marxist policies could actually be applied in our schools. We also had another lecture in DCU from a Vivek De Silva, who actually showed us a timeline of events of how society in Ireland has changed, say back from 1984.
1984, really prominent year that year. A great book was released that year by George Orwell. Let's just say that, guys. Great book from Mr. George Orwell was released in 1984. Just saying, it's a good year.
When poor Anne Lovett passed away in the graveyard when she was giving birth to a child, and that was the start of
Bro, this is all bullshit. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm a simple guy. I'm not even reading this bullshit. What is this? This is nonsense. Secular, morally relativist. It's all bollocks, man. This is this is bollocks, man. Just skip over this. This is nonsense.
Health education coming into schools, and then it goes through a timeline of events such as, for example, in the divorce that came into Ireland in 1996, the Gender Recognition Act that came in 2015, same-sex marriage, the appeal of the 8th. So all of these this timeline of events that occurred in Ireland, that relationships and sexuality education then had to change to match that timeline. So we're going from a traditional
it just didn't though
moralist type of view to a very much
post-apocalyptic view. I would have added in there for her, Jesus.
Secular liberal view on sexuality education.
Guys, I'm the most liberal, open guy in the world. People who don't know me see me reacting to this stuff and they think, oh, Chris is this, right, this. I'm actually not at all, guys. I'm the most open guy in the world, but people just take the piss nowadays, guys. This is just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
So a very liberal view, but that's also based on Paulo Freire, a known Marxist who believes that politics and education go hand in hand. So some of what you learned was based on a political agenda being put into the classroom, perhaps.
I would think so. Because it's true education, no matter what, if you have a political agenda, it's through education. You indoctrinate the generation, you indoctrinate them, and it's through that you succeed. And that's why we were told by lecturer Vivek De Silva at DCU, that this information cannot be contained in the SPHE class. It has to be cross-curricular. So we have these events, these stand-up awareness weeks, these inclusivity weeks.
De Silva, she's kind of saying the whole Brazilian tie there. Guys, I'm telling you, Brazilian people are based. They don't succumb to any of this bollocks, man. Trust me. Most Brazilian people I know, they wouldn't be up on any of this bollocks, man.
They're all just a means of actually bringing this information, this indoctrination out into the wider school.
So Mary, if it's cross-curricular, will it be much more difficult for parents under the Article 42 in the Constitution or Education Act of 98 to exercise our right to opt our children out?
Oh, absolutely, because the one thing, and I actually didn't say this, Jana, is that with the new specification, relationships and sexuality education is now, it's an integrated approach. It's not a standalone unit like it was before. And we were told by EDA, we were directed by DCU, that it's an integrated approach. You teach relationships and sexuality. It's integrated throughout the curriculum. It's a spiral effect. So you give a little bit maybe at the start of the year, give more information maybe at the middle of the year, towards the end of the year. It's a spiral effect. So if parents, and
this is the biggest load of bullshit.
And I'm saying this directly to parents. If parents want to opt their child out, it's now more difficult to opt them out of a standalone unit which may only last for 6-7 weeks on the old curriculum. The new curriculum, they will have to opt them out fully from this subject, because you don't know when the teacher is going to start teaching some of the very controversial learning outcomes.
And some of these controversial learning outcomes that you talked about today, which are extremely controversial, parents may not have visibility because the books are being purchased by the school and may stay at school. And there's also, we've heard talks of the secrecy pact. Can you talk about
Parents need to join up the dots.
So yeah, they're just like trying to hide everything from parents. They're just trying to like indoctrinate kids, psychologically torture, I would say, kids, and then they just let them loose back to their parents. And then the parents like, why is whatever, little flipping Johnny talking about flipping fisting and shit, like just the dumbest shit imaginable, guys. I mean, it's just complete clown. Like you couldn't even imagine this shit actually taking place, but it is. It's unbelievable.
They really need to join up the dots, and I'm calling out parents here. You need to take ownership back of your children. You need to see what is actually going on in schools. The fact that,
I'll be honest with you guys, if I was a parent, I would just homeschool the kids. You know what I mean? I don't need to be learning about tampons and women's bathrooms and all this dumb shit, guys. This is just let's learn about firefighters and how to help society. You know what I mean? Pursuing goals and passions. You know what I mean? And helping make yourself money. That's a good goal, guys. A lot of people are broke nowadays. Like, try and make money for yourself, or you know, you're trying to push through you know, different ideologies that help kids and, you know, that help you are stronger, more resilient with your mental health as well, so you're not fucking depressed and start getting hooked on antidepressants, all this shit, guys. Anyway, it doesn't even matter, but you know, let's start preaching that sort of ideology, not flipping this. This is crazy.
children, the fact that the Department of Education is now buying the textbooks don't go home. Parents can't see them. The fact now that children have to keep their mobile phones out of the classroom, they can't record anything. The fact now that children, and this was instructed under EDA as well as DCU, that you create a safe and inclusive environment for children to ask their questions, to ask their explicit questions, but you insist that you insist in your co-produced ground rules that what is shared in the class stays in the class.
Yeah, and I understand.
Yeah, that's not good, guys.
I understand you're upset, and I think,
you know, if people, you know, the best way to be, guys, is open about everything. When you talk about everything, when you when you expose what your thoughts are and ideologies are to the world, like I do on YouTube every single day, that's when you know the person is the most honest and the least sort of closed. You know what I mean? Now I know there's some people like that are actually in mainstream that do weirdo shit off camera, okay? But for the most part, guys, when I'm just talking to you here like this, man, it's very hard to lie and, you know, cheat, steal, stuff like that. You know, when you're doing it and you don't have social media, you don't have any of this stuff, and you're not putting yourself out there, it's very easy to kind of circumnavigate the system and be conniving, and, you know, like they're teaching this stuff to the kids and the parents don't even know what's going on. Like, how would you know, bro? It's like, because everything is like hush hush, like putting, you know,
think
wild.
How you feel is how a lot of parents and teachers around the country are feeling right now with this. So that's why I was so delighted that you came forward to do this interview. A recent memo came out to the public from the ASTI.
Yes, that's right.
And that has a similar message.
The ASTI actually recognised the fact that there are very sensitive topics on this new specification. They recognise that, and they have actually asked teachers, they've actually informed teachers that if they're not comfortable teaching it, that they're not to teach it. And thank God they actually came up with that.
That's good.
But
yeah.
it's you know, so teachers, this RSE, this type of sexuality education can only be delivered in schools if teachers teach it. And I'm actually calling on teachers, SPHE teachers, who are kind of sitting on the fence, don't know what to do because there's a huge amount of confusion. Because, like, SPHE, before the NCCA got to this new specification, SPHE was actually a lovely course because there's loads of parts in the curriculum that's very important and very relevant for child safety.
Yeah, I remember SPHE in school, if I remember correctly. It was literally like 10 years ago, actually longer, probably 15 years ago. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Yeah, about 15 years ago, guys, like, they used to teach us, like, don't go with strangers in, like, white vans. The guys that drive white vans, you know, should have, like, child abuser on the side of it. Shit like that. Like, really weirdo. Like, don't get lured into a car with sweets. And if some guy opens the back of their van and says, hey, kids, like, you know, sweets inside, you know. Like, you know, I'm trying to be facetious here, but, you know, just really, like, actually good stuff, guys. Have your phone on you so you can, like, call somebody if someone attacks you. You know, learn first aid, like, just stuff like that so you can help your family. If someone gets a heart attack, you can do chest compressions. You know, not chest binders, chest compressions to help your parents, right? And all this type of stuff, guys. Get strong, you know, play sports, don't eat bad food. Like, they used to bring in people called the food dudes, and they used to bring us fruit and stuff, and I used to love that. And apparently food dudes doesn't even exist in schools anymore. I was new to this, guys. Apparently they brought it back though this year, but for 12 years or 10, 12 years there, they actually went bankrupt. You know, there's no money in helping people, apparently, guys. There's no money in helping feed kids good, nice fruit. Like, I love fruit, grapes and oranges and all that shit, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. But you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, the SPHE used to actually help people. Now it completely is just gone AWOL, like crazy shit. Like
really important stuff like the internet safety and loads of different areas. And it's a lovely course because there's bits in relation to goal setting, planning, settling into secondary school. There's loads of bits there that are very important. But this new aspect that's in it, these very controversial learning outcomes, they can only be taught if teachers teach it. And I'm appealing to teachers not
if
to teach
teachers
it.
don't teach it, will they bring someone else into the school to do the teaching of this?
And that was also in the memo.
oh, bro, I don't want to say that. Start bringing. I can't even say that. But you know who they're gonna bring into the schools, guys? People dressed up. You know
Which is very disappointing. They'll bring in the NGOs. They'll bring in people like Trans Equality Network.
NGOs. Here we go.
And other organisations belong to, who would be very happy to indoctrinate the kids with this woeful sex education. I wouldn't even call it sex education.
Yeah, it's satanic. She called it demonic. That's what she called it, demonic. You guys know flipping demonic music and shit? This is the same thing.
It's just very warped education, and it's going to ruin, it's actually going to ruin a generation of children. And we need to stop it.
Mary, thanks for coming forward today to do this interview. I think the information that you relayed is shocking for parents to hear, for teachers, principals, and it does have to stop. And it took a lot to come here today, and we're so grateful that you shared with us this information.
That's crazy, guys. Now, I don't know, does she have like a GoFundMe or whatever, but she actually retired. She resigned from her position. So go, donate to her, guys. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that definitely will impact her long term. You know what I'm saying? So the Women's Council.
Now that we've heard the information Mary had to say, we have two choices. We can stay silent or we can take action. If you decide to take action and make our schools a place where children can be educated, not indoctrinated, please visit naturalwomenscouncil.ie under the campaign tab. Together, we will protect children.
That is whack and scary. And that was Galway again. Oh my god, bro, Galway's gone to shit. But anyways, guys, Natural Women's Council. What is that, guys? That is a grassroots non-profit group formed to protect children, women, and families in Ireland. Okay. So their credentials are there. So it's an Irish company. Not sure where she's from, but probably Galway, if I'm guessing. But yeah, that SPHE curriculum as well remember I did a few weeks ago, guys, the one with the your man, the ginger haired kind of guy, and the big beard and the hair and the kids and wife and stuff like that, and then compared to family A compared to family B, where they're just basically saying family A is just terrible compared to family B, and they're very close and just stupid. And it's that whole thing, that whole SPHE, it's completely new formulated thing, and it's gone to the dogs, guys. It's gotten horrendous. So we're gonna watch this one, guys. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not like a big supporter of Donald Trump. His stuff is more spiritual than anything, but I am a fan of Elon Musk. I do love Elon Musk quite a bit, guys. Okay, not a fan of Tesla, but I do love the Cybertruck, okay? You know what I mean? Country boy over here. So this is going to be quite interesting, guys. We have Elon Musk at Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. So Butler, Pennsylvania was where he nearly got shot in the head, guys, where the bullet kind of skimmed past his ear and the whole madness that happened there. So he went back there yesterday. I just want to watch the full speech here. If you guys want to watch along with me, stay tuned. Let's read some comments. How are you, brother? You think from Woobox and Furcon, you think the pronouns are bad? Wait until you see the rest. Yeah, dude, the pronouns that's like just ridiculous, guys. I mean, I don't even know, bro. Listen, I don't even want to know what that is. I don't even look into. I don't read about that stuff. I don't educate myself on that stuff because I really don't care, man. I don't know. I don't want to know what that is about, and I never will, guys. So don't even come over here with that bullshit. Dom Santa, Cambodia. Hello, much love from Ireland to Cambodia. I love the Cambodian music. Elizabeth Murray, thank God my daughter is out of the school and not listening to this disgrace. It's sickening. I absolutely 100% agree. Okay, homeschool people if you can, but homeschooling is quite expensive. So we have Doink. This is comedy gold, and it has a cross. Yeah, guys, I literally... Bro, you guys know my channel. I'm quite satirical. I laugh a lot, because I just find that shit hilarious, guys. Whenever I ring my brother or people I'm, talking about stuff, I'm just laughing constantly. This shit cannot be serious, guys. It's just ridiculous, Elizabeth Murray, a teacher who does not believe in this is now in prison because of this madness. Free Enoch. Yeah, Enoch Burke is a really, that's like a really nuanced case. I don't know enough about that case to talk about it, but apparently, yeah, that was a bit of a madness. He was like running after people, and apparently that was just a bit of a madness. So I won't even talk about Enoch Burke, but like, yeah, I have to look into that a little bit more. The kid, yup, now tapped in. Shout out, Brody. Shout out the kid. Much love, my brother. This is filmed in Galway. That was filmed in Galway, which is hilarious. Like, bro. So that whole curriculum was based out of NUIG and stuff, which is just, of course it was. You know what I mean? Shit show. Richard Butler, something wrong when they aren't. Oh, sorry guys, the writing is really small. Richard Butler, something wrong when they aren't open with the books and learning materials. Why would they be locked up in a safe? Yeah, that's so weird. Like, why would they take the books back off people after the class, after the session? Like, shouldn't you give them to go home and to conduct homework and stuff like that? Like, you should be allowed your phone and stuff so you can conduct research. ChatGPT. We have this amazing AI now, and nobody is allowed to use it for some strange reason. So strange. Like, we have this amazing technology, AI, and all this different stuff, and nobody's allowed to use it for some strange reason. You know, I mean, they used to tell us in school, you're not allowed to use the calculator because, you know, you won't have a calculator in your pocket. Well, guess what, retards? We have phones with calculators on them. Literally, it's one of the flipping widgets on the phone. So yeah, they're completely behind. The level of technology taught in schools and colleges is like 20 years behind where it should be. So yeah, shout out Richard Butler. Elizabeth Murray, action is the only way to stop this madness. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to do, guys. It's like the whole protest going on about different stuff, like the political stuff wise. Like, who knows how to stop this stuff, guys? You know, whatever they want to do, man, it seems to be pushed. Like, nobody wants to go to jail for this. Like, I don't personally. Like, a lot of people don't want to either. You know, you can go out and protest, for sure, go protest, but apart from that, guys, it just seems almost just people do what they want to do in power. Woobox and Furcon. We have Norma Foley, TD, to thank for this Minister of Education. Yeah, I always react to her stuff, guys, on News Talk, not just Gript. Okay, I react to News Talk, RT News. I react to all those platforms as well. So if you guys think I'm biased in one way, I'm not really at all. I watch all news platforms. Joe.ie. I watch all those different platforms. So, but yeah, much love, Woobox and Furcon. Yeah, Norma Foley. Norma Foley, Loki. She looks like a goddamn bro. What does she look like, bro? She looks like, you know, you're one from 101 Dalmatians. With the Dalmatians. She looks like that one. Cruella de Vil. She looks like her. She looks like some sort of Marvel like evil supervillain. She has a wild look, guys. Like, just the whole hair situation. Like, I don't know what she looks like. Anyway, guys, Elon Musk at the Trump rally. Let's hit it. I don't know why I have to specify this again, because I'm not like a Trump supporter really, but it's a spiritual war, guys, going on. Like, the stuff that he stands for on the right side, you know, is a little bit better than Kamala Harris. I will say this though, guys. You know, the stuff that he says is definitely much better than a lot of the stuff that the other one says. So
his name is Elon Musk. He saved free speech. He created so many different great things. Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space.
Yeah, true that.
Take over, Elon. Yes, take over. Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Dark MAGA.
Well, first of all, I want to say what an honor it is to be here. And, you know, the true test of someone's character is how they behave under fire. And we had one president who couldn't climb a flight of stairs. And another...
That's Joe Biden, guys. Joe Biden was like falling up the stairs and this whole type of thing. It was not good. I mean, Joe Biden's like 100 years old. You need somebody with like proper, you know what I mean, mental state, like a person with a coherent speech pattern. You know, someone that's actually able to speak well and like articulate themselves quite well. And Joe Biden is just, I don't know, man, he's just not good. And he doesn't even run the country anymore. Kamala Harris runs the country. So it's very, very
We had
weird.
one president who couldn't climb a flight of stairs, and another who was fist pumping after getting shot.
It's true. It's true, guys.
Fight, fight, fight! Blood coming down the face. Now, America is the home of the brave. And there's no truer test than courage under fire. So
is true.
who do you want representing
This
America?
is true.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this election, I think it's the most important election of our lifetime. This is no ordinary election. The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your right to bear arms. Oh. They want to. They want to take away your right to vote effectively. You got 14 states now that don't require voter ID. California, where I used to live, is just passed a law banning voter ID for voting.
What? Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
I still can't believe that's real.
That's wild.
So, how are you supposed to have a good, proper election if there's no ID? It's just meaningless.
That's crazy.
And free speech is the bedrock of democracy. And if people don't know what's going on, if they don't know the truth, how can you make an informed vote? You must have free speech in order to have democracy. That's why it's the First Amendment.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. And Elon Musk, guys, he's actually African American. He's from South Africa. He's not even American. He just moved there because he's like ultra rich and stuff. So this is really wild. You know what I mean? It almost seems like people that love the US, you know, are people that aren't even from there in 2024. You know, it seems wild. And you guys, it's crazy because the reason I got watching this one, because I saw he got shot and stuff, I wanted to react to it. When you see all the rappers, I listen to a lot of rap music every day. I love rap music, of course. When I see all the rappers, 50 Cent, all these people endorsing, or at least not endorsing, but you know low key who they're voting for in this election. You know what I mean? You know low key who the rappers are voting, who these actors are voting for. It's like everyone seems to be going this way now. You know, for some reason, guys, and that reason is a spiritual one, if not a implementation one, right? Like a physical type of one, more spiritual than anything, guys, because it seems like the stuff now, the woke stuff, is just, it's gone too far and people are turning the other way around, let's just say.
And the Second Amendment is there to ensure that we have the First Amendment.
Yeah, so this is what Joe Rogan, I have to talk about this again, because I said this in a video and I think a lot of people didn't understand what I was saying. So in Ireland, unfortunately, you know, the guys who wrote the Constitution, I love the guys who wrote the Constitution, you know, Eamon de Valera, all these guys, but they actually did Ireland a great disservice when they wrote that Constitution of Ireland, guys, in my personal opinion. And they're great guys, whatever. You know, Michael Collins, whoever helped write it. There was like, what was it, like 9 guys or 7 guys that helped write the Constitution of Ireland. And the America, after World War II, they actually helped Germany write their Constitution, and they actually helped Japan write their Constitution. They actually basically forced them to make their Constitution freedom of speech, all this freedoms, right? When we were getting our Constitution built in the 1922, right? Formation of the state and all that type of stuff, around that 1922, we didn't get no First Amendment and we didn't get any Second Amendment, guys. Because the First Amendment of America, where the freedom of speech, is protected by the guns of the people, okay? By the Second Amendment. A lot of people don't understand. That's why America's an unbelievably amazing country when it comes to the whole freedom of speech thing. I mean, not in other ways, of course. They have too many laws. The laws, when I was in the US, guys, it was class, loads of money, but the laws in Canada and the US were just crazy. Just so many just different laws that, like, you would not even think about in Ireland compared to those places. You know what I mean?
To have democracy. That's why it's the First Amendment. And the Second Amendment is there to ensure that we have the First Amendment.
Yeah. It's true. He's right, you know.
President Trump must win to preserve the Constitution. He must win to preserve democracy in America. Yes. This is a must-win situation. Must win. So I have one ask for everyone in the audience, everyone who watches this video, everyone in the live stream. This one request. It's very important. Register to vote. Okay, and get everyone you know, and everyone you don't know, drag them to register to vote. There's only 2 days left to register to vote in Georgia and Arizona. 48 hours. Like, text people now. Now. Oh, and then make sure they actually do vote. If they don't, this will be the last election. That's my prediction. Nothing's more important. Nothing's more important. So get everyone you know. Everyone. So I'm speaking to people out there. Everyone in the crowd, I think, is already convinced. But for people out there that are watching the video, watching the live stream, you need to get everyone you know, at work, your friends, family, text groups, your social media, everything. Get them to register to vote right now. Only 2 days left for Georgia and Arizona. Only a couple weeks left in Pennsylvania. And if they're not registered to vote, it doesn't matter at that point. Register to vote. I'm being repetitive for a reason, okay? So nothing is more important.
That's kind of a crazy, scary prediction. He says that there won't be another election if he doesn't get through. Like, bro, that's crazy. Elizabeth Murray, President Kennedy and Trump were the best presidents ever for the USA. I've heard that a lot. You know, we actually have in Ireland, we have a lot of President Kennedy memorials. Okay, we love President Kennedy. But something happened, guys. Like, I noticed, like, recently that the Democratic Party is this sort of warmongering, like, always these, like, chicken... What did Jesse Ventura call them? Chicken shit people or whatever. Where they are hungry for war, whereas Trump never started a war. You know, President Kennedy never started a war. He actually wanted to get out of all these different countries, and he was trying to get rid of the whole military-industrial complex and all this different stuff. And you notice what happens to all these people that are against the military, guys, that are against the military-industrial complex in America. President Kennedy, his brother, they all die in horrible ways. Malcolm X, all these different people. Your man, William, all the people that, you know, for black equality and stuff like that. These all people, they all die in horrible ways. They all get shot. And Trump was going to be on the chopping block, guys. He nearly got shot on live TV. See how that works, guys? All these people that are for peace in the world die or attempt assassinations in the most horrible ways, guys. You know, it's no coincidence. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people think maybe their vote doesn't count. Well, it does. Okay? It does. It matters. And this election could be decided by 1,000 votes, 500 votes. A tiny margin. So get everyone you know to register to vote. I believe that's swapthevote.com. I believe that's the site. And double check that your registration is good. Don't take it for granted. I'm just being repetitive about this point because it is the one takeaway, more than anything, that will matter is getting those registrations, and then getting everyone you know to actually vote. That is what will decide this election.
And subscribe, guys. I'll help the election as well. I don't know what else to say, guys. But if you subscribe to my channel, you know what I'm talking about, and you know what the opposition is talking about, guys.
Especially in Pennsylvania. So thank you, and honestly, you want to just be a pest. Just be a pest to everyone you know, people on the street, everywhere. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote. Thank you.
Hey. Dude, I swear Elon Musk is almost like an anime character. He's jumping up on stage. Bro, that dude is hilarious. What do you guys want to see me react to next? I'll stay on for another little while. I'm not really sure if we're doing anything. Oh, actually, yeah. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go to bed and shit like that as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the the next video, guys. I'm gonna react to a ton of stuff. I don't really want to go on Twitter because it might get me banned. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you all. Loads more coming in the next coming weeks about this kind of stuff, guys. And hopefully, you know, we can change the perspective on some of the, you know, bad shit that's going on in the world in 2024, guys. I love you all. Stay free. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 100K subscribers probably by next week. Next weekend, we'll definitely hit 100,000 subscribers. So next weekend's going to be a big one, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace. Gotta sign off here.